Hello everyone, this is Angel Esquivel here. Welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be reviewing Super Mario Galaxy, directed by Michael Jelenic, and also directed by Aaron Halvin. I hope I did not butcher those names, but these two are, I guess they worked together making the first Super Mario Bros. Movie, and also they directed like other movies. And I know that they also directed the Teen Titans Go movie, and also the Teen Titans Go series, and other animated mainly DC animated movies and shows that like I probably watched, but most of them not really. But yeah, except for like this movie, and also starring Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi. I know I'm reading my script because I'm really I gotta keep my memory. Anya Taylor-Joy, who voices Princess Peach, Jack Black, who voices Bowser, Donald Glover, Yoshi, Benny Safdie, Bowser Jr., Brie Larson as Rosalina, Kenjan Michael Key as Toad, and Glenn Powell. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't supposed to say that name because I'm going to get to spoilers and who he voices, which I'll get to spoilers. Don't worry. So, without further ado, let's get to the review. So our movie starts off with our second main character, Princess Rosalina, who plays by Brie Larson, as she's going to tell a goodnight story to her children, who are stars for some reason. She's kidnapped by Bowser Jr.'s henchmen. Then that's when we cut to our main characters, Mario and Luigi, who found Yoshi, who bond a relationship that quick, which I'll talk in my negatives about that. So Bowser Jr. Kidnaps Brie Larson, Rosalina. And then Princess Peach, she hears about this. She goes on a mission to go find clues and goes on a mission to go find her. Mario and Luigi are guarding the Princess Peach's castle, but then they're infiltrated by Bowser Jr. so that Bowser Jr. can take out help escape Bowser. Bowser and Mario and Luigi become friends, and later on in the story, they become enemies again. They start teaming up towards the end. They fight Bowser Jr. and we get moments of like from the video game that like they go through obstacles just like in the video game. They fight Bowser Jr. and Bowser in their ultimate forms, and like old-fashioned video game Super Mario games, Nintendo. They fight, they win, and yeah, that's it. So my pros, I actually like the movie. I really think the animation from Illumination, because most of the time I have a hard time liking Illumination's animation because of watching Despicable Me and other stuff that they make. All because I just hate the character designs of like, big body and small fucking waist and legs. It's like, it's such an annoying look for animation. But with this, they really nailed it really good. And with their character designs, and I actually love like the slow-mos and that they do well. Like they do the slow-mos really well in this movie, which it's like, this is like if Zack Snyder directed a Mario game. A Zack Snyder Super Mario. Oh, that's a cool idea. I know people are not gonna like that, but I'm a Snyder fan. I don't care. I like anything that he likes, but I digress. In the voice casting, really good. Obviously, Chris Pratt doesn't sound like Mario. It just sounds like Chris Pratt. Charlie Day as Luigi does a really good voice as Luigi, although most of the time I don't really play Luigi in the game. In my experience of playing the games, I've never really played much of the games or understand the whole lore behind it. I've only played once, like in one of my friends' Nintendo, and that's it. The only game related I've ever played when it came to like Nintendo of Mario was like the Mario Kart, the Super Smash, and most of those were on GameCube, and one on Nintendo 64. I think it was called Nintendo 64 on the Mario Kart. And I remember seeing my older brother playing a Mario game where he has like a jet water thing and he just flies around. I know I'm getting off topic, but I just want to like state out like my experiences of like knowing Mario and stuff. And Taylor Joy also does a good job as Princess Peach. But obviously, you know, different from the games, they make Princess Peach look like the boss lady who needs no man. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, you know, I'm gonna go on a very small rant about this actress. Like I think she's really good. She's really talented in her field of work. But I noticed that, you know, she plays as like the action hero in most of her movies. And I know that the movie is trying to convince us like, oh, like, look, she can beat up these men, you know, just like how in the movies. But I'm like, you're really trying to convince me that a woman who looks anorexic can take on someone twice her size? I know this is not Mario related. It's just an animated movie, but I'm just talking about the actress in general, you know. But then again, she does, you know, a good job. And her, like, God, oh boy, I'm gonna get so much fucking hate for this. I like to point out my opinion on people, okay? Jack Black, I love Jack Black as Bowser. And I mean, he proves that why he's such a good voice actor and why he, like, why is a really good voice actor. Like, he voiced, Po from Kung Fu Panda, you know? And it's like he literally brings out like a whole different character to himself to when he plays Bowser. It's like I think the first time I heard Bowser from like when the first trailer of Super Mario Bros. Came out, I didn't even thought that was Jack Black. I thought that was someone else, but this was, wow, he does really good, you know? And he's one of my favorite comedian actors out there. Oh, sorry about that. I just got a message. Donald Glover, the guy who was a rapper and wanted to play Spider-Man because obviously he didn't fit the skin tone. That's why. He plays Yoshi. Obviously it's a very easy job to play Yoshi. I mean, anyone can do it. I mean, I can, but I don't want to do it right now. But yeah, he does a good job. Benny Safdie as Bowser Jr. Honestly, I don't really know much about Bowser Jr. other than him being the son of Bowser. I really don't know what he sounds like in the games, but then again, I'm just convinced that maybe that's just his character. So yeah, he does a good job. Brie Larson as Rosalina, I'm really, like, I actually did like her voice and like as Rosalina. Then again, I don't know how Rosalina sounds in the game. But it's like, this is what I would imagine how she would talk as Princess Rosalina. McKing Michael as Toad. Yeah, does a good job. He obviously sounds like Toad. He's funny. Oh! And in our last... in this game... Also, this movie shows... This does get into spoilers of, like, cameo characters. So, spoilers... Okay, so Glenn Powell he plays Fox McCain. That's right, Fox McCain is in this movie. And if you don't know who Fox McCain is, I mean, personally, I don't know much of him either. I never played the game, but I do know that he's like an Elseworld story. I do know he appeared in Super Smash Bros., but not the Super Smash Bros. That I played. But I do know that he is another Nintendo character, a licensed Nintendo character of his own game. And yeah, Glenn Powell voices Fox McCloud. I think there was other Nintendo characters like outside of the Mario games that also appeared in cameos. There's one with a robot who looks like this. I don't know his name, but he just does this. He's also in the movie. And there's another character who I once played in Super Smash Ultimate with my friends. He's like a stick figure character, but I don't know his name either. I think that's the point of the character. He doesn't have a name. But yeah, voice casting, animation, visually, really good. Now here's my one issue. The character with Yoshi, I thought Yoshi is look. I actually love the introduction of Yoshi, but the problem is that I feel like his relation, his friendship between Mario and Luigi almost felt like not fully developed. Like they never really explored why Yoshi, came to be. They gave us a montage of him, like just walking around New York. Yeah, that's right. I said New York and not like a New Yorker. And then people start chasing him out of his streets, and then now he's there, and they're friends. And Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi are friends for some reason. Like just that early in the story, I guess that's my only issue, and I kind of got this on as soon as the movie was gonna end. I'm like, oh, I guess we're not gonna explain on his backstory or their development friendship. I guess that they're just friends. But that's not really a big complaint. Like Donald Glover does a good voice for Yoshi. Yoshi also I think was also a really good part. Like I did like moments where there's like moments like I did like the montage of the of him going to New York. There's even my favorite moments where they were going where he was trying to save baby Mario and baby Luigi. Yes, they also introduced them like from the dinosaur. I thought that was really funny. Some of the jokes were also funny too. It's something that kids and adults would really like. So yeah, if you're a 40-year-old, don't be ashamed. You can go ahead and watch it. Don't worry. The kids won't be afraid of you. I hope not. I mean, when me going in there, obviously I have not too much knowledge of the whole games other than, oh, it's a me Mario and stuff, And yeah, you would definitely like it. It's a really good movie. So my rating for this movie, I give it a 9 out of 10. A solid, good animated film. Well, in conclusion, jury duty sucks. And I hope the government knows that too. That I know that. Well, that's going to be today's movie review, so make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon up there. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram page called Thunderstruck1810. This is Angel Esquivel here, and as always,
nerd.